So just like when people are in a more up mood, it can be hard to track what they're experiencing because it feels like nothing's wrong. I think when you're in a down mood, if you identify with that mood, it may feel like this is just who I am, and what I'm feeling is something that I should take seriously. Or I think sometimes, not that you shouldn't take your mood seriously, but I mean, that this is who I am, and so it's not worth it to do anything to try to make it different. That's one kind of belief that people have. The other one is if I try something, it might not work, and then I'm going to feel more hopeless. So I don't even want to try to do the things that typically make me feel better, because if I continue to have anhedonia, like I don't find pleasure in what I'm doing, then I'm going to feel even worse. I wonder if you could speak to any of those beliefs and how you overcome them.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times the thought doesn't go much further than like I really just like don't want to do this right now. I would much rather just like stay here and like be on my couch and just like do nothing than I would leave and like go to a workout class or like leave to like see any of my friends. So I feel like a lot of times that first like feeling can just like dictate everything. And I think for me at least, it takes recognizing that like, wait, this isn't just like a feeling. I'm actually feeling down. And because I'm feeling down, I need to just like do what I know I like to do regularly.
Oh, I like your language there. So, what's the difference between feeling a little bit of sadness or some loneliness, some regret or some guilt, and having a low mood?
I guess the first kind of feel like it's hard. It can either feel like feelings or like you were talking about, it can feel like, oh wait, this is like me and who I am. So I'm just gonna like act by how I feel in the moment versus being like, wait, this is just a mood that's coming over me. And if I act by like my values and what I know I usually like, I will get back to feeling like myself faster.
Yes, great. I like everything that you're saying there. The other criteria that I would look for is the scope, intensity, and um, generalizability can sometimes like cue that it's a mood state. So besides the other factors like sleep changes, eating changes, exercise changes, like the urge to withdraw or the urge to do more activity than you typically do, which are signs of mood states. The other thing is, for instance, if you're not in a mood state and I don't know, what's coming to mind is you see a touching commercial that like makes you feel kind of sad for a second, or you hear a news story that makes you feel sad. You notice that you're missing out on something that your friends are doing on social media, or just because of shelter in place, something that you typically do, you're unable to do, and you feel a little bit sad or lonely about that. That might be like a feeling that peaks and passes, and you can tell that it's mood driven if the scope of it and the intensity of it seems out of proportion to what's happening. So where at another time you again like feel a little bit sad, but then it passes. In a mood state, that might become a crying spell. It might become the urge to completely withdraw from everyone. It might completely derail the whole day that you're having. So those are, it might last a lot longer and become rumination. So like cues that it's a mood is the scope and how much it's generalized, and then and also how long it lasts.